Hey friends, this is Jocelyn, and I'm so excited that you're here for another We Yogis podcast. And today we are in our series for calming yoga adventures. And I'm so excited because joining me here today is Jennifer Brummet, therapist and 95-hour certified children's yoga teacher. And I am just so excited to go on this sweet adventure with you. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jocelyn. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. And as you know, anytime I do a yoga adventure, I like to really bring us here to the moment, to the present space where we are. And I do that by turning on our senses. So I would love if we could shift gears, and if everyone out here listening to us, if you could open up your eyes and just start to notice what's around you, where you are. Are you in a room? Are you outside? And Jen, if you could open your eyes and tell me what you see.
Oh, well, out my window right now, I see the Arizona desert with lots of cactus and fruit trees. And I even see some birds in the trees today, too.
Wow, Arizona. And then as we shift gears and we start to unwind and come into our bedroom and space, what does the comforts of your room look like?
Oh, when I'm nice and snugly in my bed, I have my favorite pillow with me. And next to my bed, I have a beautiful picture of my little dog, Junior. He makes me feel very safe.
Yes, and I feel like that's so important as we get into our relaxing mode is what are the things that make us feel calm and what are the things that make us feel safe. And right now, if I look out of my window, I see the California marin redwoods. They are tall and they have big roots that ground them into the earth. And as I get into my comfort zone, I'm my bed, the white fluffiness of my blanket. And I usually love to snuggle in close with my daughter. So I have some of her favorite pillows here that bring her comfort. And I also have my squishy white pillow that I also have satin yellow. It's a pillowcase cover, which I just love that nice, like silky feeling on my face.
That sounds nice.
And for all of our friends out there, let's just take a moment and look where you are. If you want to grab your favorite stuffy or your favorite blanket and just hold those comforts in your hands and just see them. It's just so nice to stop and be present, and we could see with our eyes. And now that we are seeing, let's close our eyes. And as we close our eyes here, we could turn on our hawk ears. So it's almost as if we have superpower hearing and we could really, really hear things that are near and far. And so already there's probably sounds in your room or your space. But as I make some sounds here, I'm going to have you and my friend Jen here guess what they are. And so let's close our eyes. And as you close your eyes, taking a full breath, letting the eyes be nice and relaxed. And you could probably even hear some noises already, but I'll give you one very specific and you could try to guess them. Let me do it one more time.
I think I know what that is.
Do you?
I think that's a guitar.
Ah, you are right. That was a guitar. That was my guitar. All right, so for our second sound, eyes closed if that feels comfortable for you, or you could cover your eyes. And as your ears are open, here we go. And I'll do it one more time.
I think I might know what it is.
What's your guess?
Well, it sounded kind of like maybe a fork or a spoon on tapping on a glass.
You're right. You're right. It was my a fork hitting my glass and getting us ready for our adventure that we have today. And so you guys are such great listeners. And like I said, the fork on the glass was getting us ready for this really yummy and sweet adventure that we have for you. So, friends, let's turn on your imagination. And sometimes the best way to do that is just still have your eyes closed. Take a couple of deep breaths and feel those comforts of either your stuffy or blanket around you. And one thing that Jen and I love, and we were talking about, is how much we love pasta.
Mm.
And pasta is so, so good. And one of my favorites is spaghetti.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I love spaghetti and meatballs.
And meatballs. And for me, I would have my vegan meatballs.
Mm.
um, but to make our spaghetti, we have to put the spaghetti in the boiling water to make it soft. So I thought we could breathe together and we can make this sound of almost like when the water gets so, so hot that it starts to boil and bubbles start to rise in the water. And the way that I love to do this bubble breath is almost like your lips start to vibrate, and it's like you're making bubbles in the water as if you were, when I take swimming classes with Jaya, we make the nice bubbles by blowing out through our mouth. So if we could do this breath together, that would be fantastic. And it's really nice too to stretch your arms. Even if you're laying on your bed, you could stretch your arms here with me. We could take a big inhale and reach the arms up over our head. And then on the exhale, we could go. And let's try it again. So let's reach the arms up and over your head. And we're in the hot bubble water. And let's do it one more time because we want to cook this spaghetti. Big inhale. And and the spaghetti is starting to cook.
All right, so now that our water is boiling, we get to put our uncooked noodles in, and hopefully what comes out is a cooked noodle. So when you think of an uncooked noodle, what does that look like? What does that feel like? Kind of hard, kind of stiff, right? But then when it comes out cooked, it's loose and floppy. So we're going to practice being an uncooked noodle with our different body parts. So I want us to start with our legs and our knees and our feet. Now, remember that uncooked raw noodle? Let's make our legs really, really stiff and strong, like an uncooked noodle. And we're going to hold it there for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let them loose and shake them out. Awesome. So let's do that again, but this time we're going to use our arms and our hands to be a noodle. So we're going to take both of our hands and make them into a fist. Really clench them and keep them tight. Now make your arms stiff like a spaghetti noodle and really hold that. We're going to take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, make your arms loose and shake it out. My cooked spaghetti arms feel so much better. Now we've got a little more to do. Now I know this is going to sound funny, but let's pretend our head is an uncooked noodle here. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrunch up our shoulders towards our ears. And then we're going to close our eyes really hard if that's comfortable for you and make your face look really, really wrinkled and tight. Can everybody do that with me? Okay, so let's scrunch up those shoulders. Let's make our face really squinty and really hard like that uncooked noodle. We're gonna take a deep breath in if you can. And then as you breathe out, relax. Now my head feels like a loose cooked noodle. All right. Now, the last one to make sure our spaghetti is all done and ready for those meatballs or vegan meatballs. We need to make sure our whole noodle is ready to go. So we're going to practice from our toes all the way to our head, being that uncooked noodle. Okay, so we're going to start with our toes. Let's clench those toes. Make our legs really, really stiff. You might even want to make your belly tight too. Don't forget about your arms. Make them really stiff. Can you bring your shoulders to your ears? And now, really, really tight. And we're going to take a breath. And breathe out, relax. And shake it all out like a loose, cooked noodle. So Jocelyn, which felt better, before we were cooked or after we were cooked?
Definitely after we were cooked, and I just feel so relaxed. And it makes me think of this song I used to sing as a kid, but I think I might need to switch it up a little bit, where it goes, on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled under the table and into my bed. And now I'm dreaming of meatballs. They're floating in my head.